9 out of 10 is everybody.
For the most
I think success should also be tied to happiness. No, for women,
Absolutely. Happy
and
within yourself.
you see it right, and we look at what we look at, right? Your algorithm in your YouTube will show you different things, but these women that are by themselves and they these worldly goals and aspirations that people deem successful, they seem unhappy, right? That's why Kevin Samuel was able to blow because there were so many people calling in to get some understanding of how to not be by themselves. So, and God bless the dead. So, if they're not happy, but they have this money and they have the same success men are achieving, stereotypically, then how do we deem them successful?
who's determining the success though, the value of success?
Well, because we're defining it as like what you said more so, Sean. I think
Yeah,
if we said it to the world would probably say they gotta have some bread to call them successful.
correct,
Because when we're thinking about the women that are successful, we're probably if you just think about it right now in your head, you're not thinking about nobody that's broke.
correct.
So, but then they're alone. I don't think any human being wants to be alone, and then they're not happy and they're dying alone. So then, are we still deeming them successful?
But that's what I mean by the definition of it. So by their terms, an independent, successful woman can die alone and be happy by their
Okay.
terms. So how
Yes.
how
Yes.
do we right? So how can we define what success looks like? To that's why I said all the nuanced adjectives that people threw in there about success, like that don't really mean shit because if all of those things are true, you wouldn't be independent alone at 75 years
Who
old.
said alone was a bad thing? Like who said
I didn't say it was a bad thing, Asia. I'm just saying that if the independent woman believes that she can be alone at that age and still be successful, then I can't determine what success looks like for that.
Listen,
Nigga,
what I'm saying
Allah,
is alone, but what I'm saying is being alone.
alone
Alone, I don't have to
sucks.
be alone. No, 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 no. I can have wonderful friends that surround me and that really feed
Oh
my
my
soul.
god, dang, your bed is cold.
So I got a vibrator, and
No,
it
no,
and
no.
it,
I'm talking about literally cold. Literally cold. You know when you're trying to save energy and you set
no,
the
no,
the,
no.
the
My bed
temperature
is
to
warm. You know
65 until
why?
you get home?
I have internal light. My internal light and my internal warmth keeps me warm and my bed warm. And it's
Asia,
a
listen to what I'm
cultivated.
saying. The bed is cold when you get in that motherfucker. Point blank period.
Nigga,
There's not another body there.
look, nigga, you sitting there acting like this is a fact. What you're saying? My bed is not cold. Do you understand? I have
No,
electric.
I'm not.
I
I'm not.
hear
I'm
what
talking
you're saying.
about.
There's no human body warmth. I get what you're saying, sir. I respect what you're saying. What you're saying, there is no human being there that keeps my bed warm. And you're right. But guess what? I am fulfilled. I am content. I ain't got nobody's son stressing me out. I'm good. Now, if I need a bed warmer every now and again, I know how to do that. And I'm still successful because that bed warmer and I got that relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want us to define success by being married. I'm not alone. Like I agree. We are not created to be alone. We are social beings. I got all of y'all. I got friends. I got family, but I don't need a bed warmer. I'm saying, I'm saying a bed warmer like a man in my bed.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mhm,
got you.
mhm.
Yeah, and I wasn't saying you specifically,
I know,
but
no, I know you. Trust me, I know you're not. I know you're not. I
mm,
just want to make sure I'm being very clear in my words. But I appreciate you saying that though, because I wanted to bring that point out as well. Because I kept on hearing about marriage and all that. So no, thank you for bringing that point up.
Right, but remember, the only reason why I brought up marriage was because y'all were saying that men are intimidated by y'all, and then y'all listed y'all reasons, which none of them included financial. So I brought up the women that men are picking, and so are y'all then saying that these women that men are picking don't have these same attributes? And honestly, pretty much it's like y'all do. So now what is the difference? So it's not about success, which every man up here is telling y'all, right? Like it's not about success. And this is where I differ a little bit from what Hamp and what Sean was saying. Cause like Sean even included like his thing with success. That's cool, Hamp. I ain't get one of them dents in a little minute, so I needed that. You might want to put me in the bathroom too before I'm done. but how like
Fucking bill. Get him out of here.
but how Sean was talking about like in terms of like success, in terms of like financial and like position wise. But and I used to think that way too. So like I was there now, but like when Hemp was hitting on the thing with family, you know what I'm saying? Like family, a homemaker, structure, to be able to be like the glue, to be able to be the smartest woman in the room and nobody doesn't have to know it, but I'm good with that. And being healed. You know what I'm saying? To understand that, okay, I don't have to respond to you with words. You know what I'm saying? To trust a man enough to know that I don't have to tell you what to do. It's not my job to motivate you. It's not my job to continue to tell you the things that I need. I will tell you one time, and then I will trust that you will figure it out on your own. And if you don't, I will give you that room to figure it out on your own. That's a successful woman who can, and this where I side with you, Asia, where you're like, I don't need a man in my bed. I think women have to also be able to be at a place where you don't need a man, because now when you don't need a man, now you're not settling. Now you're not picking these men that are below the barrel. Now you're not giving yourself to just anybody, because when you can be content with yourself, you block more of who you let in. And so now that you have more control and you can see clearly of who you're letting in, you're not letting trash men in. So the thing I need to be looking at too is, okay, what else are these women bringing to the, what else are these women? I know women get offended too nowadays. They say, what are you bringing to the table? But like, what else? Because these women that men are picking, they do have confidence. You know what I'm saying? They do have confidence. They are very smart. They can make the bag if they need to. But I think a lot of them, I think the main thing is that a lot of them are at least learning or trying to be content like with themselves and learning just to get out of that man's way. Get out of that man's way. So that's it, y'all. That's it.
We out.